Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and let me be the first to welcome you to the weekend. Yep, it's Friday and we have rain. Yes, rain all weekend, so crafting for me. Right, I'm up today with a Globeland haul, and I'm going to do measurements and share what I've got. Right, I'll put this here and it doesn't fit in the image, so I'm going to turn it around. Yeah, I'm going to slide it. Can you see that? In fact, I'm going to lift my camera up a little bit. I'm just moving something out of the way there. Let's see if it fits. There. Let me get my tape measure, because they do tend to measure the mount sheet when they want to give you a measurement. It's 11 3/4 inches. But we've got individual stamps on here, so I think the top and this one are the largest stamps. And then we'll have a little close-up. Right, that is 5 inches, yes it is, by 3.5. Right, I want to do, I'm not wanting to send anybody seasick, I'm just swizzling it around. That one is 4... No, that's 5 1/8. That one is. That's this one. So you can see how nice and big they are. And then the width of that, it kind of trails off into its distressing. But it's 2 7/8 wide. So these are big stamps. And if you look at this one, let's have a look here. We are at 1 3/8 of an inch on the stamp, and then the width of that, that's if I can figure it out. I think it's an inch, isn't it? Yeah, is it an inch? Yeah. And then we've got this nice big one here, and I want to hold it up because I like to see the writing. Don't know about you, but sometimes people will just pick scripts from anywhere and put it on a stamp, so you really do need a close-up, because you never know if it's offensive, if it's silly. Right, that is 3 5/8, and then we're going 4 7/8. So those are the biggest ones, and they are huge. So let's have a little close-up. I think I should grab a sheet of white cardstock. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to put a sheet of white cardstock under here. The stamp set is larger than this, but hopefully you can get a close-up now. I'm going to get right in there, and then I'm just going to pull away. There we go. So we got Lucky 13 Drive-In Theatre. That's okay. Wishing you much success as you pursue your dreams and goals. Always believe something wonderful is about to happen. So that's nice. And then we've just got sort of love and squirrely swift. Almost believe that something wonderful is going to happen. So that's that one's safe. And then unknown something bus company. I think that's what that says. Second half of the month. Wishing you much success as you pursue your dreams and goals. Right, so it's basically using the same script in different styles. There is no something to the goodness of life, and something more abundant with. Yeah, and then always believe that something is going to happen. Look at the postcard. I didn't measure that. I should measure the postcard. That's a gorgeous size, especially for popping into junk journals and on the front of a card. So for my eyeballs, what I can see there is 4 1/8 of an inch. And I do apologise for being upside down. And the width of that is 2 3/4 inches. So that's lovely. So that is that set. You can have a close-up of the script there. And like I say, I only do that because I personally would hate to stamp something, you know, offensive or that just didn't make sense on something. I love that approved one. So that is the stamp set that I chose, and it's big, and that will break down actually over 2 sheets, and then I can store it in an envelope. Right, next one that I chose, I'm doing my stamps first, is this nature one, and this actually comes on a white background, but it just might be better for the camera. So we've got mushrooms, we've got irises, we've got a nice little ink splat, and I do love that little sparkly star there. I think that's really sweet. And then we've got more flowers. I haven't got a clue what they are. They might be tarda tulips. I don't think they're fritillaria. And then we've got crocus. We've got the rose, and I don't know what that one is. It's a daisy-ish. And then that one looks like a lupin. We've got a label, and there are 2 more labels inside of the jars that will peel off. So we've got a bottle, and we've also got the cloche. Those are great as well for putting Halloween stamps and stuff in, or just stamping onto acetate, you know, with some stays on, and then cutting them out. I do think this is a wonderful set of stamps. So I'm going to do the biggest one, which is the bottle. That's 2 1/4 inches, a fraction over, and then the stamp area is going to be 1 1/4 inches, and then on your cloche at the highest point 2 1/8, and then its width is 1 3/8. And that little label, oh, I just love that. I mean, that's going to fit really nicely on a tab on a book. That's 3/4 of an inch, but isn't that sweet? I really love that. Yeah. Right, next up, I got a little bit humorous when I chose this one. Isn't they great? Look how silly they are. Ah. I just love those. Right, spelling errors. Let's look. You mean so much to me. That's correct. Each day is a new beginning. Okay. Oh, look at the seagull. Isn't that wonderful? And that one, is that a pigeon or a seagull? I don't know, but it's cute. And your friendship is a blessing. Just do these in wonderful bright colours. Friends need no words. And then you got that one there. Oh, you could even colour these up for Christmas. That could make a nice Christmas bird with a little Santa hat on. I just think those are wonderful. So anyway, your biggest bird in here is going to be what I believe is a seagull. And if I go from the little tuft on top to down below, it's 2 3/4 inches long. And then the width is going to be beaked tail, and that is 1 3/4. So I'm really looking forward to doing these because they just look great fun. Love those. Right, last but not least, I chose some dies, and we have this triptych. Yes, a trifold triptych. That's what it is. Don't ask me to say any other words. I haven't had coffee yet. So you've got that great design up there. It all connects. You've got score lines so that you can fold it. Excuse my throat once again. These bits pop out so that you cut in a solid background with this lovely design on top, and then these pieces you can cut into, so you can actually lay out other pieces on top if you wanted to do different colours. But look at that one, it's like a church window. Isn't that nice? And then you've got the arch, you've got a stitch square, and of course these can be used as sentiment labels. But let's measure that. Right, that is, let's go cut line to cut line. We are at 5 3/4 inches. So if we go from the cut line to the score line here, that is 1 7/8, just a fraction over. So because of course you're going to trifold it. You could probably fold it in on itself, but you can, you know, concertina it as well, so pop it onto a page. But isn't that great? And the height is 4 1/4 inches. I just think that's really sweet. Lots of nice bits and pieces. Right, I'll move my white cardstock because that's a bit rude. Yes. Oh dear. And I'll bring the bits back in, and there we have them. And I do hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend. I always do. And as usual, all links below. Bye.